Charlie Austin strengthened his case for a regular place in Mauricio Pellegrino's starting 11, with the second-half goal that cancelled out Ryan Fraser's first-half effort to ensure Southampton avoided defeat at their South Coast neighbours. Austin scored twice on his first league start of the season against Everton 7 days previously, and recalled after being named on the bench for the midweek trip to Manchester City, provided Pellegrino with another reminder of his goal threat with a first-time shot after being teed up by Nathan Redmond. Fresh from his on-field, post-match chat with City manager Pep Guardiola, Pellegrino would have been even more impressed had Austin shown more composure with a late header. But in a game when both sides were denied contentious penalty appeals, a draw reflected the balance of the game. Bournemouth benefited from a shocking error by Saints centre-back Wesley Hoed in the build-up to Fraser's goal, but will feel they created enough chances to harbour their own feelings of having been hard done to. Fraser put the hosts ahead before the break. Getty. Both managers opted to refresh their starting lineups following midweek defeats, with Howe bringing in 5 new faces, including Jermaine Defoe for his first start since late October, while Pellegrino went further, making 6 changes following the narrow defeat to Manchester City. Howe had made it clear he was unhappy following Wednesday's defeat to Burnley, Bournemouth's 4th defeat in 7 home league games, just 2 less than they suffered in the whole of last season. The manager knows his side need to recover that kind of form at the Vitality Stadium if they are to avoid being drawn into a long battle against relegation, and the importance of getting something from this game was reinforced by a fixture list that includes meetings with the 2 Manchester clubs and Liverpool after next weekend's trip to face an improving Crystal Palace side. It was Southampton, though, who made the first impression on the game when Virgil van Dijk escaped from his marker and connected with a free header from James Ward-Prowse's corner, only to wastefully head over Osmir Begovic's bar. The Cherries were value for their lead at the interval. Getty. That proved to be a rare first-half opening for Pellegrino's side. Bournemouth worked their way into the game and would have taken a 20th-minute lead but for an outstanding one-handed save from Fraser Forster, who reacted superbly to deflect the ball to safety when Defoe redirected Smith's shot from just 8 yards out. The keeper then completed an impressive minute's work when he saved well from Nathan Ake's diving header following the resulting corner. Smith again found himself a central figure in the game in 31st minute when his attempt to convince referee John Moss he should have been awarded a penalty earned him a yellow card for diving. The fullback paid the price for launching himself acrobatically in the air following Sofiane Bouffel's mistimed tackle, when his claim would have appeared far more convincing had he maintained his run and tripped over the Southampton player's leg. Austin was on hand to score a 3rd goal in 2 games. AFP. That contentious decision was matched by a second disputed penalty claim shortly after Dusan Tadic's shot struck Simon Francis' arm. Television replays suggested the Bournemouth captain was fortunate. Bournemouth, though, were the dominant side and forced the lead 4 minutes before the interval after a glaring error by Hoed. The Dutch defender was guilty of overplaying the ball inside his own half and was caught out by Josh King's persistence that forced a slip from the centre-back. King squared for Andrew Sermon, who picked out Fraser's forward run, playing the ball into the winger's path, who placed a right-footed shot beyond Forster. Pellegrino decided a change was needed and introduced Nathan Redmond at the break for James Ward-Prowse. The switch helped spark a much-improved display from the visitors, and they worked their way level. In the 61st minute, when the substitute's low cross from the right found Austin, whose first time shot past Begovic, Austin could have won it for Saints but spurned a late chance. Getty. The striker would have added a second 3 minutes later had Ryan Bertrand not miscued a low cross when Austin was waiting unmarked in the 6-yard box. But the forward only had himself to blame for failing to add to his tally when he directed a near-post header over the bar with Bertrand again the provider. Bournemouth 4-4-2. Begovic 6. A. Smith 7. Francis 6. Ake 8. Daniel 6. Stanislas 6. IBE 68. 6. L. Cook 6. Sermon 6. Fraser 7. Afobe 90. King 7. Defoe 6. Wilson 68. 6. Subs. Boric. S. Cook. Gosling. Pugh. Afobe. Southampton 4-2-3-1. Forster 8. Hyde 6. Van Dijk 6. Hope 5. Bertrand 7. Davis 6. Gabbiadini 85. Romu 8. Ward-Prowse 5. Redmond 46. 7. Tadic 6. Lamina 74. 6. Boufal 6. Austin 7. Subs. McCarthy. Yoshida. Hojbjerg. Target. Referee. John Moss.